everyone, I'm back with a video, and today I want to share some items that I'm going to be selling at a local Christmas market that my town is having. It's only a 4-hour market, so I didn't do too terribly much. I would have liked to have done more, but I don't know, ran out of time and out of mojo, I guess. So I'm going to be selling a variety of cards and favors and stuff, so I'll just quickly go through what I made. The cards were all using Stampin' Up! Products and were inspired by Pinterest. If I can find the links to what inspired me, I will try and add them below. I'm just going to quickly go through the cards, the single cards that I'm selling. I think I'm going to sell them for $3. And they'll include an envelope, of course. I wish I had time to do some more masculine type cards and more kind of kid themed ones, but I just didn't have time, and honestly I don't know how well the cards will sell. People seem to want to buy the dollar store cards for some reason, and a lot of people just don't send cards anymore, right? They just text people. And these ones here were from a kit that made layouts, and then with the extra stuff I made cards. These are not Stampin' Up! Ones, these cards here. And these are Stampin' Up! Again. I would prefer to get $4 for my cards, but I don't think I would get $4. Not that I don't think they're cute, I just, people just won't spend that, but be lucky to get 3. But I won't go cheaper than 3 because really it's not worth my time if I'm going to sell them for less than 3 between the costs. And really, like I was watching someone on YouTube, and I can't remember who they were, but they were saying, you know, when you go to the mechanic, or you know, you have someone come into your house to fix your stove, or you know, fix your plumbing, they don't just charge you for the parts, they charge you for the labor. So, you know, I think my time is worth something. How much it's worth, I'm not really sure, but so those are the single cards I'm going to sell. And then I got this inspiration from Yoli Bean on YouTube, and I'll put the link down below to the video I watched last year. Thanks, Yolanda. I loved making these. I made a bunch of these a couple years ago, and sold them at a market, and they were quite popular. So so what it is, it's a coffee sleeve, and then in her video she painted it a bit on the back and then along the edges of the paper, so I did that as well. And then I used a punch from Stampin' Up! It's like a little half circle slot, and this is to hold the gift card, which I thought was ingenious, so thanks for that, Yoli. And I'll just go through the different ones I made. They're using a variety of papers from my stash. Some are Stampin' Up!, some are not. The stamps, I believe, are all Stampin' Up! Though. And these snowflakes are from Michael's. I think I got them a couple years ago, and then added some bling to the little sentiments. And yeah, this stamp for definitely Stampin' Up! So is this one. This is a Stampin' Up! Punch. And I also stamped to and from on the back. And this was just a tag from, they were all 6x6 pads that I used, paper pads. So I just cut that out. These were from the dollar store, I think Dollarama in Canada, and then I removed it. It had a really bright green bow here, so I removed that and then punched out a little bow using the gingerbread punch from Stampin' Up! And used red glitter paper for that. These are also from Michael's. I don't know if they have them this year. These are just some of the ones I made. I just grabbed a bunch of different ones to show you. I really love this paper pad. I think this paper pad was from this year, but I'm not sure. It's got lots of glittery paper in it. And embossing. And I believe this one is from this year too. From Michaels. And the stamp says, spread some Christmas cheer. It might be hard to read with the glare from this, but... And then that one. And I think for these I'm going to charge $3. Then I made up some card packs using those clear boxes from Stampin' Up! And in them I have 4 cards, 2 sympathy and 2 birthday, because you always need birthday cards and you always need sympathy cards, it seems like. So these are, like I said, Pinterest inspired, and they're all Stampin' Up! Products. So this is the sympathy card. And then I included 4 envelopes as well. And then this is the birthday card, and I used different color combos. And then this combo. And then the same card. And then that card, and then this combo of colors. This is a navy blue. I don't know if it looks kind of black on the screen, but it is blue. And these, I think I'm going to charge $10 for these. It is less than $3 a card, but I don't think I would get 12 for them. So I guess it would kind of encourage people to buy them in a bundle. If they buy them in this bundle, then they'll get it for $10. These were also inspired from YouTube. I'll try to find the link and put it down below. It's using those gusseted bags from Stampin' Up! And I just glued kind of the bottom to the bottom of the little flap to the bottom. Use some paper shred, and then I have various kinds of chocolates in them. Some have Lindors in them, and then I ran out of Lindors, so these have Kisses and some Hershey pretzel peanut chocolates. And this is a Stampin' Up! Punch and a stamp. And then I made a little banner, and then from this piece of paper that you fold in half, I punched out a 2-inch circle, and then used that circle for the backing, and then stamped and punched out the tag, and used just little clips from the dollar store, and added some dollar store bling. And these, I'm either going to charge $4 or $5 for them. The chocolates are not cheap chocolates, they're nice chocolates, and there's a bit of labor involved in this and some supplies, so I'm thinking $4 or $5 for those. So I'm just going to show you a variety of the different ones I used. And the papers are all from Michaels, I believe, and then some are from the Bundled Up collection, I think from Crate Paper. These, the only bad thing about making these is that you need like at least a 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper for this piece here. Otherwise it would have been a great way to use up my 6 by 6 paper pads, but I thought these came out really cute. I sold a bunch of these a few years ago, and I sold out of them, so I'm hoping I will this year too. Like I said, Lindor chocolates in them, and I put 5 chocolates per bag. So let me know what you think. Like, maybe I'm charging too much, too little, I don't know. It's hard to judge with markets, right? Like, I see some people that I watch on YouTube that do markets, and sometimes I think, oh, like, you're not charging enough. And then other times I think, oh, I don't know if you'd get that, but it's hard to say. And then next I did the famous, nugget favors. They're all over YouTube. I don't know who invented them, so I'm not even going to put a link down. They're all over in Pinterest and YouTube. I don't know who, came up with the idea, but basically you take a nugget, I'm sure everyone knows, and you cut a piece of paper. I believe it's 1 by 3 inches, and then you just wrap the chocolate with it. And I put them in these little bags from Michael, well, you can get them from Michael's, but they're a little bigger and they're not as good of plastic. But these are from Stampin' Up! Then I just added a topper and punched out the stamp, the gingerbread stamp, and added a little glittery bow to them. And then this is a really old stamp set from Stampin' Up! I believe it was like a promo one, and it says Merry and Bright on them. And the papers, some of them are Stampin' Up! This is an old Stampin' Up! Paper set. Same with this one, 6 by 6 pad. It's a great way to use up your 6x6 pads for these. These ones are not Stampin' Up! Papers. And I don't think these are either. So I did like 25 of those. And then the last item I'm going to show you, or no, I guess I got a couple more items. The next item I'm going to show you was inspired by Yolanda again, Yoli Bean on YouTube, and I'll put the link down below for, or no, sorry, this one isn't inspired by Yolanda, sorry. This one is from someone else, but I'll put the link down below for that. And for this, you take a piece of paper that's 5.5 by 8.5, 5.5 wide, 8.5 long, fold it in half, and then on her video she shows how to score it. I just folded it over, it was easier, and then glued that down, and then I wrapped some twine around it and added a scallop circle with a sentiment and some bling and a little jingle bell, and added some hot cocoa mix and a candy cane. And this part here I got from Yoli Bean, but this here was from another lady. And I sewed these because if you just use adhesive, once you start putting the stuff in it, it will bow and open up. So you pretty much have to sew them for them to stay intact. So I'll just go through these ones that I made. I used various papers for these. The only thing with these is it has to be double-sided paper. It looks better if it's double-sided. So sometimes it's hard to find double-sided papers. So I did this one. And this one. So after Christmas would be a great time if you can find double-sided paper to, you know, start buying that, and it'll probably be on sale. So this one I thought was pretty. And then this one. Okay, and then these next ones were inspired by Yolanda, and I'll put the link down below for that video. She embossed them, so I just took some of my embossing folders, which I hadn't used in ages, so that was awesome to use. She rounded the corners. I didn't round them, but I think it would look cute with rounded corners. I don't know, I just didn't for some reason. And then I just used the same stamp and scallop circle. The scallop circle is from Stampin' Up! And it's, I believe it's 2 3/8, and this is a 2-inch circle. And then just use different embossing folders. I love this one. It's from Tim Holtz. It's like the coffee to-go cups. So I thought that was kind of cool with the hot chocolate. And then just use 6x6 paper pads for the paper. This one is using the Stampin' Up! Cabled sweater embossing folder. And then another one with the coffee cup. And then this one. I think I made 24 of these. And for these, I'm going to charge, I think $4. There's quite a bit of time involved in these and the sewing. And so I don't think $4 is unreasonable. And if they don't sell, well, then I'll give them to my granddaughter to give to her classmates. And then the last item I have is just 4 Christmas cards that I bundled up with some string because I ran out of those boxes. And it's using a One Sheet Wonder video tutorial that I found on YouTube, and I'll link it below. I believe it was by Chicken Scratch. So it's a great way to use up your... I used 6x6 paper pads. On this one, she used a 12x12 piece of paper, but, or no, this one I did use a 12x12 piece of paper. I lied, I did. But you could use your 6x6 paper pads. You just wouldn't be from one sheet. It would just be using your different paper pads. And so there's this design, and then there's this design that it makes. Sorry, I don't know if I was in frame. Yeah, so it makes this design, and then this one. And so then these are just the various ones I did, and they all have the same sentiment. Merry Christmas. I didn't stamp the inside of them. And these I think I will charge, I don't know, maybe $10, I guess. I don't know. They don't have the box, but really, if the people don't want the box, I'll take the box back. So I think I'll just charge $10 for these. And this one. I don't know, did I show the back of this one? Yeah. Okay, so those are my items I'm going to sell at my fair. I'll whenever I do a next video, I'll let you know how it went, and if I can, I will try and put a video or some pictures of how I set up my booth at the market, my table at the market. If I can do that, I don't know. On YouTube now, it's hard to edit videos now, so I'll have to see if I can do that. Might have to just make a separate video of that. Anyways, take care, everyone. Have an awesome day, and bye for now.